I was in your first shift.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much.
I spoke to someone at Awaaz only.
Yeah.
You know what's Awaaz for you? The person is like a breath of fresh air. So fluid and so flexible around here. And I truly felt that in the first session as is.
These are not favorites. She pushed me to do it off camera as well.
Hi guys, welcome back to TheDiviShow. You're on episode number 28. अभी रिसेंटली हमको एक अवार्ड मिला है. आई गॉट द डिजिटल इन्फ्लुएंसर ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड बाय नारित्व. इट्स अ वुमेन्स अचीवर अवार्ड बाय रचना कौशिक. एंड जब मैं फॉर्म भी भर रही थी, आई रिमेंबर आई वाज थिंकिंग कि यार 3000 फॉलोअर्स हैं, 350 सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं, यू नो कब भरना चाहिए नहीं भरना चाहिए. एंड I think sometimes you are just underestimating your efforts. तो हमारी टीम को me and my editor Aditi, we both went on stage, took the award. They asked us to share a few words on the concept that we have. And काफ़ी अच्छा लगा इतने लोगों से सुनकर that they are actually enjoying the show. And I remember everyone on the stage was telling me कि हम आपका शो देखते हैं, हम आपका शो देखते हैं. It was a wonderful feeling. I'll remember this, I think, for life. And thank you so much, Team Naritwa. We are truly blessed to have you as our viewers. And thank you so much for the honor. आज के जो हमारे गेस्ट हैं वो मेरी तरह स्मॉल बिजनेसेस प्रमोट करते हैं, बट इन अ डिफरेंट फॉर्मेट ऑल टुगेदर. आवाज़ स्टूडियो करके उनका बिजनेस है. It's a brand that builds a community of small businesses, artists mostly. And आपने अगर सुना होगा, शिफ्ट करके एक इवेंट होता है बिरला ऑडिटोरियम में ट्वाइस अ ईयर, थ्राइस अ ईयर. तो उसमें काफ़ी सारे स्मॉल बिजनेसेस पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. काफ़ी सारे आर्टिस्ट्स को वो कैसे मोनेटाइज कर सकते हैं अपनी स्किल को. आई थिंक दैट्स द बिगेस्ट अचीवमेंट. किसी एक आर्टिस्ट को वो पावर देना कि वो अपने स्किल्स को मोनेटाइज कर पाए. आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ आर्टिस्ट लीव दिस रोड एंड दिस जर्नी बिकॉज ऑफ द सेम रीजन दैट इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू अर्न मनी फ्रॉम योर स्किल. एंड गिविंग एवरीवन दैट प्लेटफॉर्म, आई थिंक हैट्स ऑफ टू him. Soon we'll have Ankush Nagpal here with us, and I'm so excited to deep dive into his journey. So stay tuned, and I'll see you in the end. Bye.
Good
afternoon हो रही है. Yes, so tell me, कैसा चल रहा है आजकल?
Pretty good, yeah. Like it's August. It's the time we get busy. So yeah, it's slowly getting busier and busier. And this year we have a lot of new developments which we are working on. So yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Nice. When's the next shift?
Soon. Yes.
Dates reveal नहीं करना चाहोगे आप हमारे शो पे?
Dates reveal, I think in a day or two you will see something on the Awaaz page which will lead you to date reveal. So I think I would want everyone to just wait until that and follow up there.
Nice. I'm excited already. But how many shifts do you plan in like a year? I think 3 तो होते ही हैं.
Yeah, basically earlier, so you know, shift had a very interesting story. Okay. So shift, when we started, it was February 2021, the first shift that we did.
Yeah, I was in your first shift.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Nice, thank you so much.
So I've seen your journey since.
Yeah, you remember, right? Like that was like that Kacha area, 900 people. Like you sure you were in the first one?
The one that happened at Den?
No, that was not shift. That was like a Awaaz Studio community meetup.
Was that Birla Auditorium?
Yeah, Birla Auditorium. Yeah. So you know, like that first event that we did, we had, you know, like it was very like friends of friends kind of event.
Yeah.
Right?
I
like,
came with Tanushree.
Exactly. So you know, like around we had 900 odd people in that event.
Right.
Okay, we had like 15 cute stalls and then open mic happening, jamming happening.
Yeah.
So pretty much, you know, like the idea was that let's get all the communities together. Like Jaipur has a lot of different kind of communities. There are people into music, design, storytelling, all of them. Like let's just build one place जहाँ पे सब लोग आ सकें. So it happened and it went pretty nicely. Like we really enjoyed it. People were happy. The people who put up their stalls were happy. So everyone was pretty happy with the event. And then COVID hit.
Yeah.
So during COVID time, we were working with a team, and we thought that this is something like Jaipur actually needs a lot of, because there's just so many people, there's so many artists, there are so many designers, media people, entertainment people who do not get to meet and interact.
Yeah.
Right. So how about we like really try to make it a monthly thing, okay, and like also grow it. So I think that was the first thing that we did. That in September we did another shift, 2021. That like slowly the scale grew from 900 people to around, I think it was 1800 odd people. So it almost doubled. Then we did November, which was 2500 people, right? And like like the people being an important metric, because that determines the footfall and like the sales of the exhibitors, everything, right? Also the vibe, the whole energy. And somehow the snowball effect happened, and in December we had, like again we did in December, with around 5,000 people.
Wow.
Okay. So it doubled. Like for 1 year we went from 900 to 5,000. So I think what the learning curve was that there's so much space for something like this to happen.
Yeah.
And there's so many communities which we are still not being able to tap.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think shift का जो journey था कि वो starting में ऐसा हुआ कि हम एक बार ही करेंगे, एक बार ट्राई करके देखते हैं, फिर monthly किया, ठीक है. Then we did it last year in October, like 2022, where we had 12,000 people, right? And we understood that okay, like now this is like getting slightly how to do monthly, because the scale is growing.
Yeah.
So we thought like we'll do it once in like 45 odd days.
Right.
So we did one in December again, and that was 20,000 people. So it just like it kept on growing.
This was the Jaipur Rugs one?
Yeah, Jaipur has been like fortunately a part of almost 4 editions now.
Okay.
The 5
last
editions.
one,
yes.
I think you collaborated with 2 huge brands. One was Cultfit.
Cultfit was there, yes. Alpidya has been grateful. Yeah, so Cultfit was there, and Jaipur Rugs was there. Tata Motors was there. Jaipur Modern Shan has been very like generous and kind towards Awaaz Studio always.
Right.
So in December we understood that okay, like now we have kind of understood that okay, to do something like this monthly is going to be very challenging, and also maybe we have just capped the space that we have in the city, right? So now and also the idea was shift is basically a culmination of what Awaaz Studio stands for. Okay, so like before I talk more about shift because I think that has become one of the center talking points about Awaaz Studio, which I totally love, right? But Awaaz Studio has a bigger vision than that, right? So the vision is to make the ACDME, which is called the art, culture, design, media, entertainment industry, organized, okay, and to make the pursuit of all of these schools financially sustainable, right? So basically we have 3 pillars. We have information, we have education, and we have monetization. ठीक है. तो information का मतलब ये है कि अभी जैसे बोलते हैं कि आर्ट में पैसा नहीं है, ठीक है. Now that's a myth, right? और बोलते कौन लोग हैं जिन्होंने आर्ट बिजनेस का कोई पढ़ाई नहीं की है, ठीक है ना? लाइक पीपल डोंट नो अबाउट आर्ट बिजनेस, एंड इट्स आल्सो नॉट देयर फॉल्ट कि उनके पास रिसोर्सेज नहीं थे, एक्सपोजर भी नहीं था, ठीक है. तो लाइक आर्ट हैज enough money flowing in, right? The only thing is, just like if you have to become a doctor or an engineer, there's a certain school that you have to follow, there's a certain path that you have to follow, right? The same way for art, right? The same way for design, media, everything. So the number one information leg, what we do is we break this myth. Okay. Like by talking about it like we are talking right now, by events, by workshops, all of those things. Then we have the education leg, where we organize workshops, learning programs on art skills and art business, because like we feel that a lot of people in the country thankfully are teaching art skills, but somehow the education about art business is missing. Like if you go to a dance school, music school, you will learn कि ठीक है यार, मतलब सीख लिया, art form सीख लिया, but after you come, like outside of the school, how would you earn money?
I think also education parties जो भी industry में है, I think they are misguiding students also in a way कि यार जाओगे तो 2-3 हज़ार की internship मिल जाएगी, 5 हज़ार की मिल जाएगी, and spoiling the company standards where they can actually elevate it to a next level.
Exactly, because see the thing is that's how much information they have also. There is no organized source of information only, right?
Yeah.
So you rely on anything that you get. Okay,
Yeah.
it's all hearsay, right? So now, and imagine in this day and age where we have so much information, we have so much access to information,
Yeah.
we still have to rely on hearsay. Okay, so I think that's the problem we are trying to solve with the education leg. That people should have enough education about like how they can earn money out of their art. Because the thing is, there are so many great artists, and like not only like artists. When I say artists, I also cover the ACDME, the culture people, design, media, entertainment.
Right.
They feel that they only, like for a musician, people feel that there are only 2 or 3 ways a musician can earn money. Okay, but there are more than 10 ways that they can earn money. But the thing is that that fellow musician does not know that okay, these are my ways. So if you do not know, how will you go on that path? So that is, I think, one of the biggest problems in the scene. So education, we are trying to tackle that. We had a couple of interesting learning programs last year and last year. We are now working on making it more formal, making it, because we are also a young company, so we are also trying, right? We are trying to make it more formal, simpler for everyone, more accessible to everyone. So that's something we are working on. And then monetization is where actually you earn money out of your art, right? So Shift, coming back, is a culmination of all 3. Like Shift is where you come and see what Awaaz Studio stands for. The information is there, like education. We have a lot of sessions happening, workshops happening on music business, art business, design business, right? People are putting out their art as well. People are actually earning money as well there. So you see the monetization bit also, right? In a nutshell. So the idea is to give people that these are people from your local community who are earning money. There are no celebrities. Okay? These are not like people that you have thousands of, I don't know, like followers or XYZ. These are people from your community that you are doing great work. So that was the whole idea of Shift. कि यार जो हमारे आसपास है उसको तो सेलिब्रेट करें हम. ठीक है.
It's a brilliant concept first of all, and since I've been a part. और जब मैं आई थी, आई थिंक मैं उसी शिफ्ट में आई थी जिसमें 900 लोग थे. मेरे को वो 0 से 900 की भी जर्नी जानी.
Yes, exactly. Oh, that's also interesting journey.
मतलब वो 0 से शायद 100 की भी और 0 से 200 की भी, क्योंकि एक कम्युनिटी बनाना मतलब that's the I think the toughest part of community बनाना, कि making sure that people are showing up.
Yes.
और मतलब तुम कितने भी WhatsApp groups कर लो, कितने भी engagement activities कर लो, after a point we are actually managing a lot of busy people, maybe moody people,
of course.
Emotional people, and then bringing them all together in a pact, and then making sure that they are क्योंकि why this is doubling up, and you were mentioning this is a rolling effect, because जो पुराने हैं वो तो हैं ही, वो लॉयल है ही, और उनके ऊपर और आते जा रहे हैं. सो वो पुराने कैसे हैं, हाउ वो एथिक्स क्या थे जो स्टार्टिंग में जिन्होंने उनको बांधा, एंड देन अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल स्टार्ट कमिंग इन.
I think, like, firstly, I really believe that people are amazing. Like, people are really, like, in the world, they are amazingly nice people. Okay. Secondly, I think at Awaaz we have always had this, kind of a core value that we talk in all our events, in small meetups, in big events also. That we are all one. Like, your primary identity. Like, if you are like a music artist or a designer or theatre artist.
Right.
These are your secondary identity, जो आपका art form है. Your primary identity is that you are an artist. Okay. Number 1. Number 2, we are all humans first, right? So let's just come together, right? And let's not kind of have these pedestals that okay, like that's a big artist, that's like all of those things. इसकी following है तो ये बड़ा artist है, ये है, वो है, ठीक है. So I think when we started, like, because we actually believe in that, ठीक है, and when the whole community started accepting that mindset, okay, those 40 people, like I remember our first open mic that we did in Jaipur, there was 47 people, okay, and there are people, that was back in 2016, okay. I think out of the 47 people, of course people who have not left the city, but other than that 25-28 people, they always come to Shift, right? Even it's been 7 years now. So I think it's just that people kind of relate to what we are saying, and they are also, some part of them really wants to believe it. Like, I want to meet more people. I want. They are curious to meet more people. So I think that is something which has helped us. Yeah, I think this is the core of Awaaz. Ki just come together for everyone. Yes.
Wow. आपकी जर्नी कैसे स्टार्ट हुई थी?
As
a founder of Awaaz.
Okay, so that goes.
What were you doing at that time? What was your mind state at that time when you established this?
Okay, so I don't know if you have heard this story before, but like when I was 18 years old, I was studying in Bangalore. I published a poetry book. Okay, so basically I had a huge interest towards poetry, and I used to write a lot of poems every day. And this one friend of mine nudged me that क्या तू इतना लिखता है तो why don't you publish a book? I'm like, okay, not a bad idea. ठीक है, कर सकते हैं. So and I have always been like very very this thing like कि if there's some idea, let's just try it. ठीक है, नहीं होगा कोई बात नहीं. ठीक है, let's just give it a shot. So I started to research about how to get book published and all of those things because I had no clue at all. Like I was studying computers, I had science, maths in my school, so no link to publishing industry or all of those things, and neither in my family. So that time I used to find out I started finding out that you have to reach out to publishers, right? They will select, and then when I used to open all of these websites, big publishers website, there was always this thing mentioned that poetry not accepted, we don't accept poetry submissions. And that made me very curious that it's a publishing house, why is it not accepting poetry? So when then there was a book fair in Bangalore, I went there and I got to meet people in flesh. Okay, yes, now tell me that why don't you take poetry submissions? So they're like, poetry doesn't sell. The books just won't sell. And I'm like, okay, that's a good commercial reason. But how do you know, right, that it won't sell? Because of course I understand they are industry experts, but at the same time there has to be space for new people to come in and do something of their own. So that is when I understood from the same book fair about self-publishing. So I self-published my book. And then I started busking. So like I used to busk in cafes and community centers, parks. So let's say if you are sitting, okay, and I would just approach you, and if you're sitting with a group of friends, tell me what you're talking about, and I will listen to it, okay, and I will write a poem on that right there, okay, and give it to you. So if you like that poem, you can keep it. If you like that poem a lot, okay, you can also buy my book, which is for 150 rupees. So that is how I built a community of. That was my first community ever built. Like that is my community building a start. Of 500 people who were all into different kind of art, design, theatre, all those things. So that is when I learned कि जिन भी लोगों ने मेरी बुक खरीदी या जिन भी लोगों को मेरी बुक में इंटरेस्ट भी आया है 19-year-old were all from different creative professions. Right. So I understood that we should have a space, right, where all creative people come in. Okay, and that was the thought of Awaaz.
No matter what age.
No matter what age, no matter how what your expertise is, no matter what your art form is. Okay, you can be into craft, you can be into music, because you have a certain shared respect and understanding of creative process. Okay. So we should all come together in one place. There should be one place where we all come together. At that time, I only had an understanding of poetry and music. So we started with open mics. Okay. Then slowly, as the community became bigger in Jaipur of Awaaz Studio, we got into visual arts, handicraft, craft, design, textiles. Okay, all of those things started coming in. Dance forms started coming in. Okay, juggling, magic. So a lot of things started coming in slowly and steadily. Right. So, but that has always been the idea for Awaaz. And I think now when I study now I've become very much data driven. I read a lot of reports on the whole industry, right? And I see that these industries are actually very dependent on each other, very interdependent. Okay? So it is very very good for business for all of them to come together. Right. Not only just for the shared cause of empathy. We are not an NGO. We are a for-profit company, for profit, for purpose. I was just reading that a better word for profit is not loss making. So we are a company which doesn't want to make losses. We want to grow. Right.
Because if you don't empower yourself, I think you won't be able to give it out to.
And also, I really want to remove the art and charity का जो वो है ना narrative. मेरे को नहीं समझ में आता, ठीक है? कि it is something so important in our life, ठीक है? Something that we are surrounded with all the time, art and design, ठीक है? And to call it charity is just I don't know. It doesn't. I won't say that, but it doesn't fit in well. So. Coming to the point that it is very good for the industry when these people come together, right? That is when you actually start understanding कि यार इतना wide industry है, इसमें ये roles हैं, ये इसकी hierarchy है, इसका structure है, ठीक है? तो that is also a part of why shift is very important to what Awaaz Studio does. is that you come there and you meet so many people, like from art managers to to textile designers, print curators, fabric curators. We have all kinds of people coming in. So that is like really important to, if you are making a brand of your own, if you are making on a journey of your own, you should have all of these people. You should learn from them. You should connect with them. So yes.
What is your core value that जो ये 0 से 900 भी हुआ है, आपको क्या लगता है कि core value इसमें आपकी क्या है? As a, I won't say a community leader, मतलब you would not want to place yourself in that role,
sure.
But yeah, like someone who has kept the community intact.
I think the core value that we have, two values. One, art has value, art creates value, art deserves value. So that's also the company byline that we go with. And the second value that we have is we are a very vision driven company. So we have one vision. We have to make this sustainable. We have to make this whole scene organized. ACDME scene organized. So until that happens, we are there to learn and unlearn on the journey. Like मुझे events आते थे तो मैंने events से start किया. अभी as the community is growing, the festival is growing, we are also required to learn a lot of other things. We are also required to make, as I told you, we are making a technical tech app, right? We are also getting into consultancy services. So whatever will feed that vision of ours, we will learn that. And if something which we learn stops us from that vision, we will unlearn that. So that's a shared value in the whole community. That all of us want to become sustainable. We are all very happy. Like if you meet anybody who's core, to Awaaz or has been regular with Awaaz, and if you want to get some work done from them, they will never do it for free. Number one, they will have contracts in place. They will have all of these things in place. They will know what the press kit is. So because they are empowered and educated enough to kind of know that they hold value. What are their rights? They know how to make MOUs, XYZ, everything. They don't do like ऐसे phone पे काम इतना नहीं होता है. Negotiations होते हैं properly. Because it's again an industry, right? It's a business. Even though it might be a small deal of 20,000 rupees, but it's still like a transaction. It still has its value. So I think that mindset is very, very important in the community, and people have benefited from that mindset. They have been able to change their careers around. They have been able to
Can you name some?
Yeah, for sure.
Who are with Awaaz and
who are with Awaaz? I think the first example that comes to my mind is Jitendra Jmera. He has been one of the founding members of Awaaz. And all the people who have changed their careers around, or have scaled it, is only because of their hard work. What we have been able to do is just facilitate their hard work in the right kind of direction. So we are kind of 20% players. Even if that may be too much, but it's majorly their hard work. Jitu, I think a very interesting story. We did an event in 2017. He was an anchor there. He came in as an anchor. He was studying at IIT College as an engineer. And he came into the event कि ठीक है मुझे anchoring करनी है. Through mutual connect, we found him, and he hosted the event. And there were two people who performed storytelling in that event. And Jitu as a person was so stunned by that art form. He's like, this is what I want to pursue for my life. And he started doing it. He spent a lot of hours.
Which art form? Sorry.
Storytelling. Yeah, performance. So he did that. He understood the essence of storytelling. He understood everything. I think for 2 years, me and Jitu had intense conversation about storytelling, the art of it, the craft of it, the impact it has on human mind. We used to say that सब कुछ कहानियाँ ही हैं बस. It is everything is just stories. So we really deep dived into that art form, and now he's working as a full-time storyteller, a brand storyteller though.
Wow.
Right, with CoinDCX right now. So yeah, but from an engineer to a storytelling thing, it was quite a change. And the same way, I think a lot of people have really went on to different art forms, tapped different art forms, found what is their thing. Lohit is another person who joined us, our community, and he can do all art forms. I'm always fond of him. He can do from music to writing to theatre to design. I don't know. He can do almost everything. But slowly he found his foray into design and branding, and now he's doing that. He has become an entrepreneur. He has started his own company, his own agency.
Wow.
So yeah, I think these are just too, but I can. There's so many.
I've met with Cherry.
Cherry,
and,
of course, is one.
Band. They were here in the passenger seat.
Yes.
And the conversation with them was also fabulous, and the fact that it grew from Awaaz and you gave them that support, I think.
Yeah, I think like we all are the same. I think this reminds me of one event that Cherry was actually performing in. Okay, like she was performing, and we were commissioned by OYO to do some projects for them, like basically some events for them. And it was a cute like little gig, I think 4-5 years back. 60-70 people ka show tha.
She might be 12, 13.
Yeah, 13, exactly.
Very
13, 14 maybe, I don't know. But yeah, 12 to 14, very young kid.
Very young.
And she was performing, so somebody, I think, who was one of her fans, just came and told me that like you are doing a great work, like you're supporting art. Like, no, we are not supporting art. Art is supporting all of us. Everyone here in this room, is being supported by art, including myself.
Yeah.
So that is, I think, what mindset we live with, because there's just so much. There's so much art, and like I'm more fond of artists than I'm fond of art. Because to give your life to art in this challenging environment, it takes a certain kind of courage, a certain kind of dedication, and that is just I think that is leadership at its core. Self-belief at its core. So yeah, I think I am very privileged to learn from so many of these people, right? Because I get to meet all of them. So I just feel that okay, from this person I can learn this, from this person I can learn this. Maybe I can connect these two, they can together do something great. So yeah, it is just that thing which keeps us going. And when they actually collaborate, magic happens, which feels so good to see, right? Like just how you are doing right now, right? Like you are bringing the whole community, you are going into their deep dive into their stories, which we don't know about. And that is, like as you said, it is empowering people subconsciously, passively. You didn't intend to kind of feel like, oh, I am the person who's doing this. You just deep dive into it for your own curiosity. And then byproducts happen. The same way, even like I think we deep dive into it to solve this problem. And then as a lot of byproducts, the bands became one. People found their co-founders in this thing. People found their life purpose. People found everything. So that is just as big as it is. For us, it's a byproduct. For us, the journey is one that we want to make the pursuit of art, design, culture, media, entertainment sustainable.
And I feel community and conversation, these are two things that can grow you in a way that you will be tenfold bigger. Your headspace will be different. Because new thoughts would rush into you, and speaking to other people, I think it can grow you to a next level. So I totally understand when you say कि आवाज़ में जब लोग मिलते हैं, they find other people, they manage to do a lot of better things जो एक घर बैठे एक artist नहीं कर पाता.
And I think that's like one place where they come in, they feel accepted, right? Like, okay, here are the people who get me, who get what I'm saying.
I remember I spoke to someone at Awaaz only, and I'm like, what's Awaaz for you? And that person is like, a breath of fresh air, damn it. It's like कि मुझे सांस आ रही है, मतलब कि I don't have to pretend in front of people, I don't have to be restricted. It's so fluid and so flexible around here. So, and I truly felt that in the first session as is. कि, what is this? And I think you ended up with like a dhol session, and it was crazy. It was crazy, especially seeing all those small. उस time पे I think ज़्यादा stalls नहीं थे,
15 odd stalls.
But
I remember people like left their stalls and came in to dance.
सबका सामान उस time पे हट रहा था, and everyone's like, let it be, let's just dance.
And like something like this also happened in December 2021. So I think, and that is where I think having a community is so much empowering for every one of us. Like to know that people are around you who will back you. So what happened is that shift का second day था, around 6:30 in the evening, peak crowd, like पूरा अच्छे से हमारा, like we were very happy कि like बहुत लोग आए हैं, all exhibitors are happy. It started raining. And started in December, like you don't expect to rain. It was crazy to see that people, of course, were looking out. Exhibitors also were looking out for their own stuff, but like the moment they were done with their own stuff, they rush to help others with their stuff. Okay? Everyone rush to help, even the audience rush to like help with their stuff. कि यार आपका आर्ट है वो किधर नहीं होना चाहिए, या फिर आपने उसमें मेहनत की है. ठीक है? So I think this is the reason that we want to create that. Like as humans, we can just be more mindful of our surroundings. Okay? And like be present. When you are present, you understand. Okay, if I can put in my effort somewhere, I'll do it. Right. So I think this was amazing to see, and people have found a lot of clients here. People have found friends also. Some people have found friends for life.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are all amazing byproducts. And why I say that? Why I say byproducts? Because sometimes this is also overwhelming for us also. That it becomes like this is the core mission.
Yeah.
Because it just feels so nice, right? So nice, gooey, very warm. But I think that core mission, we have to always remind us and our team also कि यार हमारा core mission is that that momentary feeling of goodness is great.
Yeah.
Okay? We should have more of that in our life. But we have to work towards this thing that everybody is empowered enough to pursue their careers in the way that they want to. So yeah, that becomes the more academic part of Awaaz. That becomes the more technical part of Awaaz.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where we want to drive as a company, and these are all lovely, amazing byproducts which we are grateful for.
Wonderful. So good, yeah. Any small businesses, how can they get in touch with you, and how has it first of all helped small businesses and all the big collaborations that you are doing? Any numbers if you can share with us?
See, as per numbers, I think that people have I can show the impact, and that will determine the numbers for itself. People have been able to switch to art and design as their full-time thing. They started with with part-time jobs. They had part-time jobs. They were also doing this on the weekends, and now slowly they have become full-time into it. They are doing exports. They are doing bulk orders, gifting orders, all of those things. Ekta, for example, from Ekta. When she started her brand, it was just a few people, and now she's doing I don't know how many orders on Amazon every day, right? But
she's the one who did that kurti with the poetry.
No, that's Disha.
That's Disha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think if you have if you're doing anything into art, design, crafts, we would love to welcome you. Okay, we would love to, and honestly, not even I understand the challenges of putting up a stall. So even if not for that, just come and have a conversation. Okay, we are more than happy to do that. Okay, because there are just so many scopes of collaboration between Awaaz and artists and designers, or maybe in the community, people and art and designers in the community, and a new brand. There a lot can happen there as well. Right? So just come up, have a conversation. I think a lot of these things can happen.
And what about the big brands? How is that? How is that support like? First off, I think it's a very strong backing also.
Yeah.
When you're coming from a small community, like you were mentioning that you are also a very small brand, and then having that solid backing, even though they are, I'm sure they're not the benchmark of this, and you have bigger collaborations planned, but having the local market leaders with you, I think it's absolutely fabulous. How is that backing like?
Yeah, I think at the core, most collaborations happen on not on scale but on value systems. Okay. So with most brands that we have had collaborations with, be it Jaipur Modern or anyone, okay, it's just a value system that is very important for us. Okay, the same values that we have, right? So we want कि जितने भी हमारे collaborations हों, it can the values should really match. Okay, that's the core important thing. And I think when you talk about the backing of it, any event, you can talk about any event in the world, from ICC World Cup to anything. Okay? It all needs people who are brands, who need sponsors, who need investors into thing. So yeah, I think because one reason the shift has become what it has, okay, is because we have had great partners. Okay, and we also throughout the year we try to give them the best ROI we can. Right? Because I think which is very, very important, and that is why I feel that as a community, when you come to any event, especially I can talk about Shift, that understand that the person who has put in their money, right, for that stall or for that space is one of the biggest contributors to the community because they are making all of these things happen.
Yeah.
Okay. So try to understand how can we help them. Try to understand why they're there. Okay, what can be a good, like how can you offer something for them?
Yeah.
Okay, because you can. Like last year we had a very interesting campaign with Jaipur Rugs, where they were looking for some, like looking to hire some people. Okay, from the creative ecosystem. Yeah, and we did a kind of a hackathon. Okay, right at the festival in shift on 2 days, and we were able to, like, I think there were 11 positions that they were looking for, and we were able to like complete all of those 11 positions in the next 45 odd days. So yeah, I think that is the impact that we want to create. It's not, as you were talking, right? I think that was off camera. That you were talking about like why do people come in? Like, why do people put up stalls or everything? So it's for different reasons, right? So they were at that time they were interested for getting more people on board.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good for them. So like everyone has different reasons.
Yeah. You were mentioning collaborations. You were mentioning starting their whole entrepreneurial set
Yes.
and making their side business like a full-time thing with you.
Yeah.
All also. Oh man.
So with a lot of people we have also done like bulk orders. So like I remember there was last year we did for corporate their HR or someone was at shift and they asked us see, like we want to do bulk gifting orders, but we can't create on our own. Okay, like we don't have the creation skills. Okay, and you have all these brands and I'm sure that you have all others. So just create something for us.
Oh.
Right. So we do that also. Okay, we are recently also we are working with some brand for a similar kind of project. Yeah. So more than happy to do that as well. So I think these are scope of collaboration which can only exist when you don't look at people as just exhibitors but as community members. Right? I think like of a lot of brands we know their business inside out. Okay, like, and that's only because they come and share with us like what are the problems they are facing, what are the challenges they are facing, how can we help. Because once we have that mindset, right, that all of us are useful and all of us are resourceful and we all just sit together, there's no problem which cannot be solved. So yeah, I think that has helped a lot of community and that's why people coming back also because you do the business, it's an infinite thing, right? And in an infinite race there will be a lot of problems. Right. So sometimes you're having some problem, the next time you're having some problem, but the common thing is people help you solve problems. So when you come to shift or any such event, you might find people who can help you solve a number of problems. Yeah.
How can people who are not at the moment part of Awaaz help you and your community?
Turn up for shift. I think like that's number one. Okay, that's number two thing. If you know any artist, if you know anybody from ACDME, arts, craft, design, media, entertainment, okay, anybody interested into these fields, connect them with us. Okay, because I think they have value as a community member. We would want to add them to our community. So that's super important. And if you like, I think these are the two things that we want. Turn up for shift, and if you know someone, get them along.
Just DM him the number or just please. Send them their profile or anything. I think that will be a big help. For sure.
We have this poem, like that we have almost at the end of every event. It's a 2-line poem. कि जैसा कला का कल था और जैसा कला का आज है, अगर वैसा ही कला का कल है तो उससे मुझे इनकार है. And like the whole crowd performs it together. So कि जैसा कला का कल था और जैसा कला का आज है, अगर वैसा ही कला का कल है तो उससे मुझे इनकार है. मेरा जुनून फंकारी नहीं, मेरा जुनून ये फंकार है. What it means that like more than artistry itself.
Entertainment itself.
No, the artistry itself. We are fond of artists. Like
artists.
Our passion is artists. So like if you know anyone, we are looking for them already. It can be like it can be a 10-year-old in your house or in your neighborhood, anyone. Just connect them with us and we would love to see how can we help them, because of course everyone is subjective, but how can we do how can we help them the best? Yes.
I'm thinking about the teacher who referred Cherry to you. I think it's a that one call can change someone's life, and that one DM probably
for sure. Like how I met Jitu, as I was telling, right, is because of a we both had a common friend.
Yeah.
And she just mentioned Jitu in passing, कि like ऐसा event हो रहा है, if you want to MC, just let me know.
Yeah.
ठीक है, and that just like me and Jitu often talk about this, that how that one conversation, ठीक है, अगर वो नहीं हुआ होता, ठीक है, so there would have been so much that we both would have missed out on in life, ठीक है, and the whole community would have missed out on, right? So I think it's these things that you just connect people to people.
Yeah.
It's very, very helpful. Because I think most of the times we have what we are looking for in the environment. It's just at the right moment आपको मिल जाए. Yes.
Wow. To end the episode, I had this one. Usually we do a word association, but for you, I wanted to tweak it a little bit.
Okay.
I just want to personally know what's your favorite community or person or brand in a specific industry is.
Okay.
So we can go ahead with, let's say, a musician that you really like.
Wow,
You want to give a shout out to.
Okay. I think like to give a shout out is amazing, but to not give a shout out to so many else,
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, so to pick is the hardest part because there are just so many of them which like who I totally from the bottom of my heart, I love their music, I love what they do. So just to give shout out to one would be very difficult. But I think into it, I think Abhin and Tanish is one from Jaipur. I really like their music. I really like how Abhin is writing these days, all of those things. Like, there are just so many of them. I just can't stop because for me it's my mind. It's a queue. It's not even a queue. It's like
an Excel sheet.
Yeah, it's a Zoom. Okay, like how can I not add this? कि अच्छा ये बाकी तो Zoom में बैठे नहीं हैं. So yeah, Yugma, Dhatri, Cherry. There's just so many of them. Abhi Solanki, I really like his music.
Yeah.
Akash, all of those people. Yes.
Small businesses in this segment.
Okay, again, like this gets tougher. The room is getting bigger, more dense. I think small businesses. I would like to give shout out to people who are getting these small businesses together. Okay. Like I think this is Jaipur Modern. I really like what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like how they curate stuff, how they had a pottery fest, they had different kind of they have fabrics, all of those things.
Right.
So yeah, because it's very, very difficult to build a community. That's something I can tell from personal experience.
Yeah.
It takes your heart, flesh, bone, and a little more to get to build a community.
Yeah.
Because to get people together, even for something nice and something good, it is still very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Because people just everybody's living a busy life. So it just becomes really difficult to get people together. So I think Maha Space is one of my favorite spaces in Jaipur. How they've been contributing to the performing arts scene. It's amazing, right? People who have not been there should go and check it out. I think Vinyasa is doing great work in the dance ecosystem, movement ecosystem. I even myself have not been to much of the event, but I know the kind of impact they have been making. So yeah, I think there are some people. NRS who's doing hip hop ciphers. Amazing person. To build a hip hop community in Jaipur, hats off. I think the TheDiviShow. To bring all of it's what you're doing every week. You're driving around talking to people.
Yeah.
It takes effort.
Yeah.
Right. It's a commitment. So I think that's the a lot of other people now. Now now I'm feeling the moment this is live. I would be I don't think people will hear me, but people will just be like, yeah, this person doesn't like me anymore, or they have become they have picked favorites, but I have not. These are not favorites. She pushed me to do it off camera as well. So I just said some names which I really wanted to which were on the top of my head also. So please forgive if I have your name. Yeah,
but I think giving a shout out to the communities is the best part. I think that you're empowering so many people. So
yeah, the communities are great.
Thank you so much, Ankush.
Thank you.
It was a lovely conversation.
Same.
It's very nice to have a fellow community member who loves I think uplifting other people.
Just we are fond of these.
Yeah.
Just doing that. This is our
not
passion.
Intentional. It's like
exactly.
करना है.
इसमें मजा आता है.
मजा आता है.
And I think one thing that if you want to if you have an ask from people, is that if you see a show happening and it's a local artist show, go attend. That is one big ask.
Yeah.
Because if you are only going for celebrities show, are you fan of art forms or are you fan of celebrities? Like you know,
yeah,
I'm a music lover. But if you're only going for some musicians, that like are celebrities, then like you just need to kind of have a look down with yourself. Like, I'm a music lover or I'm a celebrity lover. Like, and there's nothing wrong with them. Just like know, like just know yourself better.
With the show also, the tagline that I use is localizing talk shows. कि सिर्फ celebrities की talk show क्यों देख रहे हैं हम, जब एक छोटी सी community में, and like you said कि एक शहर है ना बहुत बड़ा होता है.
Exactly.
You know,
I think now you're making content. This is the content which needs to go out. एक शहर बहुत बड़ा होता है.
हाँ, कि this is enough. These talk shows are more than enough for people to learn and take value out of.
Yeah, I think like listen to all that you can, but also at the same time appreciate what you have around you. There is nothing wrong with knowing that what's happening in the country and the world. Like, but also to know what's happening around you. Because a lot of people, I think you must have also heard that in the marketing scene कि Jaipur में scene नहीं है, Jaipur में, you know, like Jaipur में कुछ होता ही नहीं है. Because the thing is, we are the scene. If you don't turn up, like how many times do you turn up as, you know, like as an individual? If we start becoming accountable to that question, like if I'm a musician, how often do I turn out for a designer show?
Right.
And like, then they will not also turn up, because you know, like, it's just that kind of exchange. That if we all started turning up for each other, things just change.
Just stop fearing, I think, new things and unexplored.
Yeah, start trying it. I think one of the my mentors, like in poetry, he taught me this one thing, that like progress is not only like how well off you are, how you know, like how much you are on money, but also how adaptable you are to new things. Like how open you are to new things. That is a sign of progress of your mind. Like how open you are, how fluid you are. That is intelligence actually. So I think you know, we just need to think about ourselves, that if something new is coming to a city,
support it.
Yeah, support it, and like it will also help you, because only when you go into the unexplored, is when you learn things about yourself. When you are around the same thing, it's almost like a echo chamber. And how growth will not happen in an echo chamber. So yes,
I think we are leaving them with a lot to think about. A lot of good content.
Welcome to Awaaz Studio office. These are the kind of conversations you will find every day with a team, with you know, like a social media team also. We want to put this out. I think it's time for me to stop this podcast and probably continue the conversation later at coffee. Sure.
Done. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next episode.
Bye. Thank you so much. Thank you, TheDiviShow.